What's up, fellas? Wow, that was quick. Already got some people in the chat. Ronaldo Moon, Will's Petting Zoo. How's it going, guys? What's up, fellas? Wow, that was quick. Uh-oh, you're gonna hear the sound drop for a second because I'm using desktop audio. Will's Petting Zoo. And I got down my my various windows here because I'm using desktop audio. And I got down my my various Alright, that should be much better once we get back into... Okay, alright, I think we got it. I think we may have got it. Okay, here we go with Starfield. Behold, the man that holds the invisible gun. The myth, the legend, the one and only reconstituted rock action here for another Unity. I have done some of the groundwork, all set up and ready to go. Can you hear the music? Can you hear the game? Can you hear me? Hopefully we got this sorted. Thank you, Ronaldo Moon, last night for all your help. But yeah, this ought to be fun. So I've laid some groundwork here. Hey, Ghost. What's happening? Nice. Mr. Holla if you fear me. Hello, good sir. Thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi. I love it. So yeah, here I am, Mr. Rock Action, level 270 something. I don't remember. I got a couple levels just getting set up to stream this guy. But if you remember last week, the last time we played on Sunday night, I had been playing a relatively new character. It was a fresh character for that particular series. I'm just carrying on with the series, going back to my original character, way back from launch. He's been through the Unity, I think, 63 times. Now, 40 of those are using a mod that allows me to jump Unity whenever I feel like it, so that I can reload new mods or go vanilla or whatever. But 23 are legit Unities that I've played with this character, and I played them all. And then about 6 months into the life cycle of the game, I stopped playing altogether until Shattered Space came out. And then I played Shattered Space with this character. And I did not stream that, I don't think, if I remember correctly. I just played it and had a good time. I know it wasn't wildly popular, but I had a good time with it. And now I've gotten myself back to just about the level I was with the character we were running with before. And we're doing Watchtower, we're doing Xeno Master. Of course, I even got my first Xeno, which I did not mean to get on stream, but the little bastard and all of his friends attacked me. Clickers here. They're usually much larger. And he was level 110. So I was like, oh my god, I gotta get this Xeno. And when I killed the 4 or 5 that were following me, this one was the last one, and he only had a little bit of hit points, so I threw a CCD at him, and lo and behold, I've got a Clickers. So we've already got our first Xeno. Apologies, Ghost Rider, for not catching that one on stream. But I think we're about all set, and yeah, the controller and me always ducking when I really mean to be going into the menus. Yeah, we're ready to do some fun stuff. So we've got, you know, several quests here that we could do. But most of all, what I'd like to do is go to places where I can find interesting Xenos. And then, of course, progress Watchtower, and, you know, grab some artifacts and all that happy horse shit. All that jazz, you know? So, yeah, we've got Clickers here. He'll be coming along for the ride. So I think we can go back into first person, the way I prefer to play. But, yeah, let's get out of here and journey off into the Starfield and see what we can find. We're rocking the Minimum Falcon again, or the Minimum Falkland, excuse me, from the excellent Falklands ship mod on the Creations. I forget offhand exactly the name of it now that I mention it. It's Falkland, anyway, so I call it the Minimum Falkland. And we're ready to roll. We've got one other ship in our little fleet, I guess you would call it here so far. So we haven't progressed too far, but we are, of course, the sky's the limit. Everything's open to us. I do what I always do when I do a new Unity these days. I tell Constellation up front who I am and what I'm about. I make sure that nobody dies. And we get the artifacts in the background. But we can always do, you know, any of the other quests and whatnot that come up, including Deputized, Ground Pounder. Obviously, we can do the entire, fleet mission. We could do it all. So, we're just going to have a chill, relaxing, Xeno-focused, if possible, stream. And yeah, I think one of the first things we're going to do, actually, is we're going to head on over to Piazzi and see if we can find... Is it here? Might be. Does this planet have any wildlife whatsoever? Marginal wildlife? That's not great. There's got to be a better place around here, guys, where we can look for some Xenos. Of course, I took Ghost Rider's advice and picked up clickers. They're in Serpentis, so that's a fantastic place, obviously, to get Xenos, but we're all the way across the map from that at this point, so... The Lopez thing is cool, but there's no chance we're going to run into any Xenos with that. So let's see what else we have here. I have never played the Veil. Obviously done Deputized many, many times, but there's lots of opportunities to collect Xenos that way. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I have done pretty extensive testing, about 4 or 5 hours worth, on this particular Unity run. So I'm pretty confident that things are going to work okay. We're running into level-appropriate enemies and creatures. They're not incredible bullet sponges. So I'd almost like to do House Varun again. I'd have to do the whole Oracle space station. No Xenos on that. But once we get to Varun Kai, there's definitely some Xenos that we can attract. So what do you guys think? I know Ghost Rider says just about anything goes. Will says he's got 2. Chewy and Candy. They're great. Nice. Nice. I want to get a terramorph. Where can I find a terramorph, you guys? Let's go see if we can grab a terramorph. You know what we need to do to grab a terramorph, don't you? I think we need to... I mean, there's no question that we can grab a terramorph if we start the main side quest deal over here on Alpha Centauri. So yeah, that's one way to do it. Raven Swift. Hello, my friend. I was just introducing everyone to the protagonist of this particular run, Mr. Rock Action, my Toliman. Yeah. I can't land on Toliman, though, until I get to that point in the quest, though, right? They'll keep waving me off? Isn't that how that works? Creit? Let's see, Creit. Where is Creit? Creit is more yonder. I really wish... Yeah, no, show me doesn't tell me anything. Okay. I really wish I could see all the names. I saw on Raven Swift's stream today that all of their stars had names next to them by default. And I know there's a way to do that. I just can't remember for the life of me what the hell that was. You know, because it's been so long since I played Starfield. And, of course, the last couple of weeks that we've been playing, we've been kind of focusing on pretty much whatever came up. So, the moon next to start. The start was over... Where was that? That is right in this same neighborhood. I know it is. See, if I had a quest to go find Barrett, it would be marked here, and I could find it a little easier, I think. Hit the Alt key? Oh, yeah. Okay. But now I gotta move this thing around. What was the name of that system? It's not Tau Ceti. The system you start in. Narion, I think. Is it Narion? Or Volo? Not Narion. Oh, there's Creit. Why not? Let's go. So yeah, it's been a busy afternoon around here, but I was really looking forward to playing some Starfield tonight. Oh God, not these guys again. Too much damage. I'm hitting too many crazy buttons. Okay, let's see. I gotta play with the controller right now, guys. My left wrist is kind of jacked up from doing some yard work yesterday, so it's controller or nothing for the old bubble cat this time around. And that always causes me just a little bit of confusion. Well, in theory, I should be much better at dogfights, but this character has turned up everything to the max, and he's ridiculously overpowered, of course. But that's what happens when you go through the Unity 23 times. Can you tell I really liked Starfield when it came out and had a great time with it? No, you don't. Get back over here. Alright, much better. Okay. We'll do a little repair. And then we'll head on down to Creit. I don't really care about the watchtower components and stuff right now. I think I can get them when I come back up out of Atmo there, but maybe not. Maybe I should grab them while I'm here. I'm probably going to need them. I'm going to need as many watchtower components as I can get, folks. No, I love watching you go through the Star Station and onto Varun Kai. I'm a huge fan of that mission, but I don't want to do it again until I have Barrett as a crew member, because my favorite version of that particular story is when you bring Barrett with you instead of Andreja. I love my Andreja. She's fantastic. But Barrett actually has some unique dialogue that none of the other companions have, so. Especially in that opening scene when you first run into Janan Varun, so. Well, I do have the heat leech mod installed, and I'm not currently carrying an entire boatload of crew members. I do have Gilligan, obviously. Apologies to Lyria's mod author out there if you ever see this and you hear me refer to Lyria as Gilligan. I love Lyria, but she is definitely my Gilligan, so. We got a deserted relay station here. Yeah, well, that was my first move, too. When I first played through Shattered Space. Let me know, guys, if the levels are off, because the sound effects in the game sound pretty gosh darn loud. But, you know, everything's a little different than Fallout last night, so... It's a creation. I forget the name of it, but if you scroll through the creations under vehicles, you should see it, and it's fun. I like it. It reminds me of like a little taxi, you know, from like a Philip K. Dick sci-fi movie. Great park job, Bubble. Fantastic, buddy. What is happening? Where is my gun? I guess I should have expected this, seeing as how when we first popped up the screen there. Let's try that one. Okay, that one shows. Why would the bounty hunter weapon not show? Because I love my Nova Strike. Nope. Gonna be totally invisible, huh? Well, I'm not playing with an invisible weapon. That would just be silly, so... We're gonna go with the Varunkai. Why not? We don't need anything hot and heavy for around here, I don't think. Technically, we would have been here if we were looking to fly to Constellation. So, Ghost, you said that there was... Yeah, big shout out to Arcane, always. I'm gonna summon Arcane. He wasn't feeling very good earlier today when I talked to him. He was feeling a little under the weather. But Ghost Rider, I think you mentioned there's a POI on this particular moon where there's a guaranteed spawn for a terramorph? Or did I misunderstand you? Because there's not going to be any terramorphs in here, unfortunately. I think a terramorph tore the entire lab a new ass at one point in the past, but... Yeah, he said he wasn't feeling very good, but he didn't really elaborate either, so it may have just been a headache, or could have been a tummy ache, you know, I have no idea. Hope he's feeling good. Hope he's maxing and relaxing this fine Saturday night. But yeah, Will, if you do Shattered Space again, bring Barrett. Doesn't matter if he's max affinity or not. Okay. And is it in the initial landing area that we come into when we come to the first mission, or... Oh, you're basing it off your first playthrough. There's a memory for you. Let's see, what do we got over here? We got an unknown. I know there's not going to be one here. I just came here for a point of reference. So, this is going to be, I think, if the past is prologue, this is going to be some spacers that are, in theory, quite mad at Barrett, but that's about it. Well, with any luck, we'll wander over this way. I mean, I know where we can get a guaranteed one. And obviously Toliman, although I can't land there until I'm at a certain point in that. Let's move into this area by ground and see if we can find one. Probably the one that broke out of that lab, right? Oh, yeah. Only the best bubble park jobs, folks. Only the best bubble park jobs. Oh, my God. So there is a downside to that particular vehicle. You need a really flat surface to park gracefully. Let's put it that way. Oh, is that right? So I can just land on Toliman if I want. And then run through that area with the soldiers that they've got all blocked off. Because that's the way into the spaceport area where you find the first Xenos in the mission. If I remember correctly. Okay. Alright, fair enough. We'll wander around here for a couple seconds. Check out this area. I don't think I've ever explored this particular world too much. I always do this on the way to Constellation, and honestly, most of the time I don't have to do that anymore unless I start a new character. Yeah, but sometimes they tore up a settlement pretty good, right? Toliman, they're all over the planet. Okay, alright, fair enough. I'm listening, you guys. I just don't want to click on my left screen because we have it set on desktop sound, and Starfield likes to go completely mute when I click out of it. You know, every game's a little bit different, and I'm sure there's ways I could set it up, but we just started using desktop sound yesterday to avoid the problem we have with the Fallout stream on Wednesday night, where there were no NPC voices, because apparently Fallout 4 has a multi-channel 8-track type setup for all the game sounds, and you only get some of them if you're not getting desktop audio, I guess. So. Okay, so this is straight up steel, and you know what? Let's go to Toliman. You can just go straight from here. It's not a big deal. I don't mind a little space travel. Alpha Centauri, Toliman. It's a forward base. Let's get yelled at by the Navy. What do you guys think?
This world is off limits. You are advised to jump to safe harbor immediately.
Advised. Brother, I am the safe harbor.
No, but if you proceed, no one will be coming to rescue you. So do us all a favor and jump back to safe harbor. Now.
Wow. He's pretty tough sounding. For a level 30 guy. But I'm going to go ahead and ignore him on your general direction. Park myself somewhere near the forward base and wander the wilderness. Let's go out to the kitchen and find ourselves a more... These guys are going to be like, what in the hell is this idiot doing here? Looking for terramorphs, people. Back off. I'm on the hunt. When I was setting up for this particular run, I noticed that Mr. Rock Action did not have max in all the skills. There's still some level 4 and 3 skills that I have not quite yet topped out through gameplay. So that'll be one of the goals of this particular series, to finish that off. Oh! Too bad Thorgan isn't here. He loves the flyers. Hunting Trap Maw. You're a level 20. I don't really want you. I want something a little tougher, but... Well, everything here is highly aggressive. That's alright, see if I care. I went around and collected as many as I could get. I meant to do that today as well. I got 5 regular, 4 CCD Mark IIs, and 6 CCD Mark IIIs. So, I've got a handful. But you know, it's funny, I actually captured the level 110 Leaper that I got with a regular CCD. So, I don't know. I'm new to this whole xenomorph thing, man. I'll equip a regular one. We'll see what we can do. Almost like a flying creature while I'm here, too. I'm just afraid that they don't have enough hit points for me to shoot them down and then also capture them. And they totally don't. Okay. Well, that's just a damn shame. A lot of these trap men, which look cool, by the way. They're no terramorph, but they look alright. Better than the bug that I got, although I do love my little clickers, so. Yeah, the game looks beautiful. And knock on wood, everything seems to be running very nicely. I do have far fewer mods than I had before. Only about 50. But that's pretty typical for bubbles these days. Are they? Are they fun to have? And I can level them up as I get them, right? I mean, I don't... Oh, dinosaurs. They're just grazers, though. They're just baby grazers. What's up, Clickers? How you doing, buddy? My sweet little Clickers boy. Oh, that's a terramorph. Alright. 2 of them, even. Ineffective at catching the morph. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Probably gonna need a slightly higher level... Oops. Throwable there. Jump straight to Mark 3. Also ineffective. Quark degenerate tissues. Yeah, so what's the story? Ghost, do I need a specific level of CCD to get terramorphs, or is it a skill-based issue on my end as far as character? Or do you know? Is it a mod conflict of some kind? I don't know how many batteries I have, but, you know. Also ineffective. So I apparently cannot catch a terramorph with anything that I brought with me, unfortunately. I need a Mark 5. Well, I'm going to have to learn to craft a Mark 5 unless I happen to find one in one of the stores. Because I sure didn't find one as I was getting set up for tonight over the last few days, running around all the stores. Yeah, I don't really mind going through the batteries. I got about 11 batteries, which isn't a lot, but the message that says this weapon is ineffective at catching them tells me... what in the hell are you? You're a flyer. Should have definitely lobbed a CCD at that when I had a chance. Well, let's see if we can get one of these other guys. While we're here, anyway. Yeah. Well, and then it's the question of, you know, you gotta have the right skills and right materials to make them. And of course, being that this character's, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours fresh out of a Unity, he may have the skills, but he certainly doesn't have all the materials that he would probably need, I think. Science. Special projects, outpost engineering, zoology. Currently rank 3 of zoology. Is it zoology? Or is it... trying to remember the one that classically in-game in vanilla allows you to temporarily, as it were, tame certain xenos. Xenosociology, that's what it was. And I'm currently rank 1 in xenosociology. Does that affect at all any of the crafting of the xeno stuff for Xenomaster? Okay, so I need zoology maxed. That was over here. I'm going to need a lot more organic material to get to the max there, and then, of course, I think security is definitely maxed. Because security would be something yeah, security's maxed. Okay, so, enough mumbling, Bubbles. I'm going to need to collect, you know, sometime this week or next, enough genetic material to max out my zoology, and then I'll be able to research the MK5. And xenosociology does have some effect. Okay, good. Perfect. Why are you guys so weak? I was kind of hoping that you'd be stronger so I could capture one of you. Yeah, I don't know why the Navy was waving me off from this planet. There doesn't appear to be too many threats here for me. Boy, there sure the hell was, though, in Serpentis. I got off the ship, and within, like, 20 seconds, I was being swarmed by Clickers and his buddies. And they were all, like, level 110. It was great. I almost died, like, 3 times. And I was like, okay, here we go. Real quick, we'll take a look at the settings. This is what I currently have going. So we've got very hard, very hard, very hard. I do have the limited locations for the cargo distance because, frankly, I can't be asked to always run back to the ship and dump stuff off. Vendor credits greatly increased because that whole loop bores the crap out of me, to be perfectly honest with you. Positive and negative. And that's about all I've done so far, I think, as far as options. So I'm trying to keep it honest because at level 273 or 74, yeah, if you don't, you're kind of one-shotting everything that you run into, so. Masuda? Yeah, well, the thing with the hoppers is they're not very cuddly. You know, like, I can pick up a dog and drag it into bed with me and, you know, cuddle it. A little harder to do with the Clickers. I mean, I guess you could if you're, like, part of the Addams family, but, for regular people, I don't know if they find overgrown, murderous grasshoppers all that cuddly. But hey, I'm not judging, you know? You like murder grasshoppers, and you like to cuddle them. Don't let me stop you. Space is your oyster, my friends. So yeah, let's run back over this direction. I think our best bet is probably going to just be... ideally... focus on things other than terramorphs until we can make those Mark Vs. Just because there's not a whole lot of sport in trying to tame something that is literally impossible for you to tame. And it's looking like that's the case with me right now, so. No, there's nothing wrong with running them. That's not what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. I like Clickers. I think he's fantastic, and I love that I made him the size of one of my Corgi Terrier mixes. You know, he's like a 25-pound bundle of killer grasshopper, as opposed to the size that he was, which was more like a Great Dane. But, you know, I'm just saying, the first thing that we saw here that you said also make great pets did look quite a bit more dog-like, or if not dog or wolf-like, then more bear-like. They looked more mammalian, you know, as if maybe they had a little fur you can scuffle a little bit, you know, behind the ears. Oh, you're gonna be an asshole and kill one of the things I was trying to tame. I can't wait to get one of those. Definitely not cuddly looking. But the whole idea that you'd be running through settlements and they would be terrifying all of the people and they would be running and hiding, as Will was describing the other night, just cracks me up. So I don't know, there's something about that that just kind of makes me giggle a little bit.
Here we go.
Aren't you cold without your spacesuit on, Torin? Poor Torin. I drag him around the craziest places. Yeah, you know, cuddly Xenos. Call me a softie, but I like to cuddle my Xenos. I think they're adorable. In a perfect world where money was no object, I like the idea of a plushie, a real-life plushie that we could collect every time we capture a new Xeno. But that sounds like a whole level of infrastructure pretty much beyond the scope of modding. Jasra! Hello. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm looking for the cuddle aliens. I got the Xenomaster going on. We've got the Xenomaster himself in the chat. And I've got myself a killer grasshopper. Mr. Lothar, good to see you. The Foxbat is pretty cuddly. And Clickers is not uncuddly. He's just kind of slimy and gross and, you know, just a little grasshoppery, little locust. Plus, I can't forget how him and his friends tried to massacre me when I just tried to introduce myself and make friends. 5 level 110. What are they called? Leapers on that planet? Whatever Clickers is. 5 of those at once actually kept me on my toes for a solid 90 seconds. I was running around, jumping up on top of the highest rocks I could stand on. Yeah, no, Clickers is cute. He really is. He's my main Xeno until I find a morph or, you know, something I like even more, I guess. But I'm not complaining. For a first Xeno on this run, he's pretty alright. He's not a leech. So, you know. Can you imagine a real-life Terramorph plushie? So cute. Unfortunately, we're just a little ways off, I think, from Star Trek-style replicators, where we can just replicate our own Xeno plushie. But what a world that would be! Which critters need to be deep-fried? Any of the ones that fight back too much. Pretty much. I am well versed in the culinary arts, as it were. Although I was no chef to start out with. So, what is my status all red for? Malnourished and dehydrated? Of course you are, Bubbles. You're always malnourished and dehydrated. Let's see, we got, that'll give us some hydration. That'll give us some food. Alright. Gonna have to do for now. I like this planet. Kind of reminds me a bit of Colorado. I mean, with more poison gas rock formations. Maybe a little Wyoming. Now, the question I want to know is, how did Thorgan get the flying creatures? He must have went to a planet where they were much higher level. Or he must have went ahead and equipped a really wimpy weapon. Because, I mean, I suppose I could attack him with the Shipbreaker's Cutter. Get him to come down and then hit him with the CCD. The planet Colorado, that's right. Sweet home planet Colorado. Now we're really mixing our metaphors. I mean, there's Cheyenne, you know, the star system Cheyenne, so. Yep, Thorgan likes to have one flyer and one ground pet, I've noticed, whenever he's streaming and he's got his Xenos out. And of course, he's got some of the Star Wars planets and stuff too, which I don't have. I do have installed all of the mods that allow me to tame things on Varun Kai. Thank you, Ghost Rider. Haven't tested that, of course, yet, but I saw you doing it the other day, and it looked like it worked fine, so. You fellas stay over there. I'm looking for flyers. Within range of my mining laser. Because this thing does nothing for damage. Anybody else ever do a vanilla run with just a mining laser? Watched a video once, well, it would have been in 2023, just a few months after the game came out, and some crazy Yahoo streamer was running around with a mining laser. It was his only weapon. There's one. Come here, you big baby. No, it's a bighorn. So much for my eyeballs. Get on down here. Are you immune to mining lasers? Have I been terribly misinformed? I don't think I've ever hit anything other than a human with a mining laser. Maybe I'm out of range. Ah, but of course. I think he just came up out of a hole in the ground.
Brace yourself.
For that? No need.
That's gonna start.
Yeah, level 14 terramorph isn't much of a threat. Oh, you know what? Do I have an EM weapon? I meant to grab one. Did I grab one? I'm already carrying a lot of junk, that's for sure. Big Bang. Yeah. It was a 1-inch punch.
Weapons out. It's go time.
No, Torin. Hey, listen. I'm gonna have to ask you to stop, sir.
Show's over.
Okay, listen.
Aye, aye.
I need you to I don't want to ask him to wait here. Why don't I have the option to tell him to return to pose? He's going to ruin my EM weapon strategy here, I think. Will. Freaking Torin. And you know, he's not supposed to be following me either. He was manning his own ship. But I was doing something and we ended up in a group together and I forgot to kick him back out to his own ship. Which I think I'm going to have to go back to my ship to actually accomplish at this point. You know, the best plans in the world seldom fail to match wits with the reality on the ground. And I find that's true in video games as well as real life. So. So close. I would have really enjoyed having you as a flying pet, sir. Alright, scratch this. Back to square one. We've got to get rid of Torin. He's just going to shoot to kill anything that I try to capture. And I certainly don't need the extra help, so... Yeah. This is true in Starfield too, Ravenswift. Because I came prepared with 3 different kinds of CCDs and a bunch of batteries for my Xenowhacker. And every single one of them said, nope, we're sorry. That's not going to work on terramorphs. Let's go drop Torin off real quick before we continue, because he's just going to get in the way. He's just gonna get in the way. Love you, Torin. Mean it. But you're too good, buddy. God, why won't you... Thank you. This way we avoid any potential complications with the Watchtower forces until we accomplish our goal and get too distracted and forget what our goal was again. Well, I mean, they're the big bad of this game, right? They're like the Deathclaw, you know? But they are quite OP. Back once more at Stardock. We can drop off any contraband we may have. Hey, Torin.
New orders?
Yeah. I need you to return to your post.
No worries. I'll make myself useful behind the scenes.
Alright. Clickers. I need you to go in the box. Actually, I think I put you in the box just by talking to you, right? There he goes. All right. Nothing to kill. Anything that I might want to capture. It's true. It's true. It's just that when you're trying to catch new Xenos, sometimes things watching your 6 end up 86ing anything you're trying to catch. So, I mean, you saw Torin went absolutely apeshit when I shot a flying creature with an EM weapon. He was like, "Ah, it's on! You're dead now!" It's like, man, would you relax, buddy? It's supposed to be a chill stream. We're supposed to chill. Well, I guess we could go to At Hell's Gate. I do have the extra mod for Xenomaster to capture something oddly demonic and doom inspired. That might be fun. Let's do that.
This is a black box comm data for ship 597S32 Delta. Ship name, Athena.
Athena. Mr. Morp! Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Always awesome to see your little, well, I guess it's not your face, but your little icon.
Recovered topics. Personal log. Maintenance log. Bridge recording. Expedition log. Final distress call.
I think we all know how this goes. Simia Calvin Observer over on Twitch. I think that's on Twitch. Nice. Looks like they found Ravensmith's channel too. I don't think anybody can see you when you're over there on Twitch, unfortunately. They're all over on YouTube. Save me from these freaks! Instead of killing, it'll be a catching pest? Exactly. We're not here to kill the demons, we're here to cuddle them.
End of log. No more logs available. Please contact an officially sanctioned data retrieval specialist for further assistance.
I think I'm going to need a forensic data retrieval specialist for this ship because it just went bye-bye. Oh, they can... Okay, good. You can see their message on my screen. Right? Is that what you're saying? Because all the chat is going to... God, I don't know. I don't know. There's something going on with their... Whenever they try to chat on YouTube, like, I don't see it. I'm not sure why. Did you have a different name before, Calvin? I'm trying to figure out a good way to say your name. Simia Calvin Life Observer. That's way too much of a mouthful to speak out every time. Let's go ahead and dock. There you go. Perfect. So you can see each other. It's all good. All right. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about Twitch. I have a couple streamers that I watch over on Twitch. Some of my Fallout 76 gang. But, personally, I don't know a whole lot about how the chat and everything works over there, so. But I can multi-stream to both, so why not? And I'm happy to learn as I go. Man, this is a confusing place. Okay. That is not the way. Is this the way? No, that was the way. Okay. Yeah, I really don't want your maelstrom. Well, you guys really made a mess in here. Like, somebody's got to clean this up. This is ridiculous, you guys. The ship is a total wreck. Ah yes, the legendary super shotgun. The favorite weapon of my low-level character when I was playing that character in this stream a few weeks ago. Of course, even it took 50 shots just to bring down one normal Xeno.
Did you see? Do you see? Oh, God. When I close my eyes, I see.
Calm down. You're not making any sense, buddy.
How could I? How can I make sense of anything?
Oh, look at that. Ghost jumped over on the Twitch. Nice.
There's a flash in a machine. Even when I'm alone, I see them. Just a step away in the darkness, waiting for me.
The only thing I can think of, and I am not saying that this is true, Calvin, but the only thing I can think of is on one of the channels that I moderate for, I had to time out you or block you or something, and I hit a button, and it carried over to my channel, but I don't see why that would be the case. So I got to figure out a way to open up my channel's pane or whatever and find your name and unblock you if that is indeed why I can't see you typing on the YouTube. Because that's the only thing I can... I know that's something that I can do when I'm moderating other channels. So it's possible that there was some crossover. I'm not sure how that works, but... Tell you what, just point me to them and I'll deal with those creatures that haunt you.
Brave words.
Just like that.
You've seen them.
Light blue.
Still, a fighting chance is still a chance. All right. Just give me a moment. I'm sorry. I'll try and make sense.
He's gonna try to get his shit together.
You came all this way for me.
I did.
It's the least I can do.
Let's see. I need to get you out of here, get you someplace safer. Distress signal led me to you.
Distress signal. Right. Mulgrew. Me and her are business partners. We're mercs. We were mercs. I know she's dead. He told me. Said it didn't matter.
He told me.
Served her purpose. She didn't
Okay, you heard me.
do this job.
Perfect. I will look after this stream and see if I can figure out if you're in some kind of block list. To the best of my memory, I haven't blocked anybody on my channel. I have timed out a bunch of people on various other channels at the request of the streamer, but I'm not saying that was you. You know, it could have been any number of other people. I just wonder if it isn't something like that. I need to get you out of here, someplace safer. Come with me.
No. I won't go.
No.
It was too easy. They
King Death Creations has great voice acting. They really
Those
do.
things let us escape. So,
I knew I should have done some voice acting for those guys 4 or 5 years ago when Conqueror was big and
only lead the
they were working on Sim Settlements too, and alas.
I know what they want now. What he wants. And like a fool, I would have delivered it to him. But wait. You don't see. You don't hear his voice. You take it. This will open the way. Go to the Red Planet. You're an external force. Something unforeseen. Take the power for yourself. Better off in your hands. Go now. I've done all I can.
Oh, I was in broadcast journalism for a while, and I was a singer in a rock and roll band. And I'm actually done some voice acting for a mod that didn't come out. And now Ronaldo Moon and I are going to be working on a mod that has some voice acting. But I have not done any actual voice acting. I would love to. I think it would be tons of fun. And I love making up characters and stuff. I'm an old D&D guy from way back, so. and a theater kid, you know, the whole bit. So it would be fun. But there was a time back in the day when the Sim Settlements 2 team was still young and in love, and the skies were blue and the grass was purple, or whatever the hell color grass is in Boston this time of year. And they had general calls for voice actors. And I always had a bunch of other stuff going on, and I was just a supporter, but I should have done it. Because when I talked to King, I don't know, several months ago now, and I was like, so yeah, how about that voice acting thing? And he's like, oh, yeah, we have SAG-AFTRA union voice actors now. Okay, bud, I get it. It's cool. So, why did I get off the ship again? Here I go blabbing. Okay. This is what happens. Oh, I would love to do... I'll work on any of your guys' projects. I'd love to do it. It'd be fun. I have the setup for it, so why not? Plus, I just love modding and modders and people who make cool stuff DIY style. So, they're my tribe, man. If I can help out and be a part of it. But I won't pretend to have a ton of experience or anything. I think the last real acting thing I did was in high school, so. Unless you count the D&D table.
You are entering United Colony space.
I am?
Course and prepare to be scanned.
Thank goodness I have no contraband. I dumped it off. We good? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we're good. The last time I was here, I drugged Sarah along on a first date. Poor Sarah. All she wanted to do was come to the bars in Cydonia, maybe have a couple shots, hang out. I took her to some wicked plasma research station. The Hallowed Devils. Yeah, this place even looks like something out of Doom. So shall we EM our demons? What do you think, Will? We're only going to run into people at first, right? We don't get demons until we actually touch the armor.
Arrival at entrance. Please be advised, no ID was detected.
See, now this is another place, just a total mess. No one ever does any cleaning up. What in the Sam hell is this? I don't know what Xeno that was, but I want one. A little more alive would be nice, but you know. I'm not a necromancer, I'm a Xenomaster. Well, I'm a Xenomaster in training. Sorry guys, I can't help but know what I already know, and I've done this a bunch of times, so. Plushies! The Revenant, very nice. No thanks. Not right now. I already had breakfast. We're good. Last thing I want to do is be forced into a Crimson Fleet side quest while I'm trying to hunt Xenos. Because I forgot I was carrying contraband. Ah, Nakatron. Or Arachnatron. Boy, I read that weird. Okay. Well, so far so good, guys. We're collecting Xenos, but they're not exactly the fighting kind.
Found me a target.
In your face. Are you out here? You are. Also dead. Nice to have met you. Alright. Zero 451. Remember that, guys. It's not going to make us enter it or anything, but remember it anyway. It's probably important to someone. Yeah, I can't catch spacers with the Xenomaster. I don't have the what the hell is the name of that mod that lets you catch humans? I know Thorgan's got it because he has a spacer myth that now has a name. I think it's actually Sergeant Ghost. 0541. Thanks, Ghost. We're gonna be on top of this, no problem. We're gonna have this thing down. All right. Yeah, I read those 2 weeks ago. Those are fun, but we're not here for that. We're here to capture some Xenos, man. Oh, look at that. Take some caseless shotgun shells. Sure. Mancubus, buddy. You look fantastic. 3 out of 6, folks. Secondary objective. Collect all plushies. Axe of Friends, the multi-tool. Right. That's it. I do not have that one installed. I actually meant to do that the other day when I was watching Thorgan's stream and just completely spaced it till just now. Hence the non-EM weapon in my hands until we unleash the beasts. Hello? Anyone home? Panopticon! Which sounds like a killer name for a heavy metal record. Into the Panopticon! Anyone home? What about you? Would you like to negotiate? How about you? That's rough. Pulled out my jammy and shot him in the ass. That's what he gets for trying to fight me. I'll update those friend or foe settings, thank you very much. Because of course I will. Then we'll remove the combat inhibitors. Of course, we can confirm that. Nice. And then we can activate the unit. Come on out, my friend. I want you to cover my back. You'll die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Oh, you look like Bosco. Adorable. I love my Basco. He's no Cosworth, but he's a good bot. Yeah, okay. Just double checking. Just making sure I didn't miss something here. Line of sight is my friend. Holy cow, you guys talk a lot of shit for level 50 cultists. I'm sorry, you're a level 94. I didn't mean to denigrate you. For those who aren't, or for those who are cultists, denigrate means to put down, like a rabid dog. Boy, the decor here is something else. Thought raiders in the Commonwealth were bad. Yikes. Okay, go demon. Nice, nice, nice. I think I did miss one in a bathroom somewhere. To get it on the way out. Do you, though? I mean, it was a cool theory, but did you really have me? I don't mean to fast forward through the excellent writing from the King Gas staff, but I did read it all in a stream 2 weeks ago. In a character voice, or actually 2 character voices. And tonight, we're just looking for Xenos, man. So let's pretend we read it, and we'll move on. The Rust Devils encounter. Rust Devils are Fallout 4? What are you talking about? I know it doesn't seem like it, but you can still get quite a challenge at this level from enemies, especially the ones with 3 health bars. Especially in groups of enemies with 3 health bars. Like Clickers and his friends. Oh, it's Harold Monroe! Been a big fan of your cult work for a while now, sir. You run a tight ship. I mean, you used to. Oh, yeah. Be alright in a minute. That was some advanced negotiation strategies. Yeah, I've got a lot of hours in Fallout 4, and I've had games where, I swear to God, the Rust Devils just... Every time you turned around was another Rust Devil encounter. Gets so old. And then you have that, like, tension between... Do I want to put a stop to the Rust Devils once and for all? But then I'll have to talk to Ada for the next 3 or 4 hours. And I love Ada, but the mopey robot who feels guilt over the death of her human friends thing really only goes for about 2 hours before you're like clawing your own eyes out. Oh my God, I don't want to hear this anymore. I'm sorry. I never discovered a loss like this before. My circuit membranes are scrambled. Oh, really? No. So if not that, then... that. And then... either way works. Gotcha. Yeah, okay, good. And the last plushie, the Marauder. Beautimus. Okay, so at this point, I'm not even going to wait for somebody to shout at me in chat and tell me to do it. I'm going to go ahead and save my game. Because when I first played through this, the difficulty level really ramped up after I touched the magic button. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Which is hilarious, by the way, because if you take a brand new, fresh character and come over and do this particular mission, you'll be like level 5 by the time you get to this part of it. And it's no big deal. I mean, you know, you're fighting and it's tough, but not that tough. But the difficulty really ramps up when you're a high-level character. And I suspect that's because King Gap and crew definitely know what they're doing when it comes to setting up these encounters. Creature has been successfully caught. Oh, booyah. We got one. It's not the big ugly squid thing, but we got one. Okay, good, good, good. Come here. Come here, you. Wait. We got one. Alright, box 1. Xeno Pet. Friendship. Hunger. Where'd you go, buddy? I don't see him. Did I not do it? Let's see. Oh, there he is. Oh my God, you're crazy looking. I love it. Kill my pet? You son of a bitch. Ow! I didn't save after I got the Xeno. Arr. Yeah, I got one shot down. I mean, these things are tough. They are no joke. Getting out of here without using a real weapon is going to be probably an exercise, and you've got to be kidding me, but just a Nova Blast. Iconic. Also, I suspect that the Doom armor is just flat out garbage compared to what I was wearing before. Yeah. Got it. All right, this time, oh my god, this time, we're going to make sure, not clickers, this time we're going to make sure we save the game once we dispense said Xeno. There he is. Okay. All right, fair enough. That's fair. Oh my god. I can see it now. This is going to be rough. Okay. Trying to get, Jeremy. Trying to get. Oh my god, don't put on that spacesuit. It's ridiculous. It's shit compared to what I already have. Did something come up from behind me? Because it feels like something got behind me. Well, you know, this seemed like such a great idea at the time, though, didn't it? One more try, and we may have to tone the difficulty down to normal for the rest of the Doom encounter. Oh, I hate to do that, but there's no penalty for it, unlike in Fallout, so. Trying a slightly different tactic here. I'm going to take the truly dangerous one. Now, they're all pretty dangerous, but the truly dangerous one, and hit him a few times till he's weak. Damn it. Damn you. I could sunless space, I guess. Yeah. My goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to up my tactics a bit here. Sunless spaces. Never use sunless space. Freeze your enemies in their tracks. What is happening is the Doom creation on very hard difficulty with a level 270 something character is nothing getting through it with the humans. But it is a whole nother ball game once the demons come out to play. Almost to the point of parody, honestly. Alright, 4 shots was one too many. That's okay, because you know why? You're going to have another opportunity to get one of these. Just a second. Or not. Yeah. Yeah, he's fantastic, but he is number one, this encounter automatically throws you into this Doom armor, which looks cool as hell, but is, you know, it's fantastic on a new character. It's not that great on an existing character. Number two, I haven't really played this character since Shattered Space, and I almost never play with my powers anymore because, well, to be honest, the characters I've been playing while testing Watchtower and while playing the last few weeks here on the channel didn't have any, or had very low ones anyway. So, thanks, Mort. We'll get it figured out. We'll get it dialed in. Alright, first, sunless space. Why is it gonna be so damn dark? Whose idea was it to come here again? Was it mine? It was mine, wasn't it? Oh my god. Okay. It was my idea to come here. I did this to myself. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to turn this down for this particular thing. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be repeating the same 15 seconds for the rest of my life. And that sounds even less appealing than turning down combat damage, so. Yeah. Yeah. I'm in a death loop. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, listen. Listen, Linda. Back before we touch the suit, first and foremost. No, that was not before we touched the suit. All right. Well, that was a long time before we touched the suit, huh? All right. The problem is, unless I can't fucking see. Alright, gimme. In here. I need room to maneuver. Alright, let's first make sure we've got our settings turned down. Next, let's put our armor back on because this armor's crap. Next, let's equip a real weapon. Now, let's save. And let's load that save. Hey, Arcane, how you feeling, buddy? Good to see you.
Opening in all sectors.
We have a CCD equipped. We do. All right. Good, good, good. Now we're going to take it nice and slow. Creature has been successfully caught. Alright, guys. Actually, before I do anything else, I'm going to save it right there. Wait, didn't it say I caught it? Did I not see a message, or did I misread that? Alright, there he is. Dispense the CCD. Hey, baby. Looking good. Let's kick some ass. Now that we've got him out, one more save. Okay. Alright, it took some fudging the difficulty levels as well as some, Are you stuck? Alright, listen here. Listen here. We're gonna unstick you a little bit. Currently selected, Xenopet. We want to make him not the smallest. How about half size? De-increment by perfect. There you go. Now you won't get stuck so much, you crazy Cthulhu-looking bastard. We'll worry about getting you a name later. First we have to survive getting the hell out of here. Alright, we got an arcane Spooderman. Alright, not an arcane. Sorry, arcane. We've got a demonic Spooderman. That's a completely different thing. Nope, that's mine. Thank God for the quick save. Yikes. Even at normal difficulty, because of the level scaling, these guys are something else. And gotta be the only thing in the game, by the way, that scales correctly as far as I can tell. This mod. Get him, Spooter. Good, Spooter. Oh, he's fucking him up. Nice. Nice. Look at his, like, armor-plated... Oh. Pay attention, Bubbles. You're not out of the woods yet. Ho, ho, ho. He's all armor-plated. That's good. That's good. I like him way better than these things. Building up that zoology, folks. Sorry if I'm not paying as close attention to chat as I normally do, but this is probably the first real challenge in gaming that I've discovered for a while here. Alright, Spooter's back up. Maybe some parts of Dune. Definitely not Fallout 4 Survival. At least not last night. That was too easy. But I'll be damned if I take this thing for granted. Boy, King Gathan team firing on all cylinders. What a good little twisted demon boy. Hey, look, the robot that I let loose. I'm sure he did a hell of a lot of good. I don't normally save this often, but in this particular case, I'm willing to make an exception because I'm never getting out of this place alive if I don't. But Ghost Rider, we caught ourselves a Xeno with you in the stream chat. And it's a twisted, weird one that you had to make a special mod for. Isn't that cool? I'm digging it. This music. gonna need you to sit. Sit. I thought Spooter had that one, you guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna make it out of here. Somehow, some way. I just got greedy and I wanted to get another Xeno while I was here. That'll learn me. No red blips. Okay. That's right. 2 of them jump out right after you clear the room. I forgot all about that. Okay. Are you ready, Scooter? I'm gonna get you a name and everything once we get the hell out of here. Good girl. My adorable little Spooter demon. Go ahead, Spooter. One more for good measure. I think there's like 4 or 5 right here. Jeremy, what you laughing at? You're laughing at my pain, sir. I know you're not. I'm just messing around. I love this shit. This is great. I can't believe I had to turn my difficulty down. Down. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, ba, da, 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 da. Alright. Clearly a dangerous room. Full of dangerous dudes. We're mad, bad, and dangerous to know. Nah, I know you coming up behind me like that. You son of a bitch. You homie, don't play that. I might be slow, but not that slow. Learn after a couple of times at least. God, wouldn't that be great if they had more music like this in the main game? This music is kicking. But it's because it was Doom inspired and kind of a tie-in. You with me, Spooter? This one's gonna be a badass. We have the best CCD just in case we can grab it. Let's see. Aid. Let's go ahead and give ourselves some damage resist. It might be nice and some not smart enough to use my abilities correctly in combat just this second. Okay, so there we go. There we go. And CCD wise, we are equipped with none. So yeah, that's not how you do it, guys. We use the best one we got. But I doubt we're gonna get this big sucker. Oh yeah, ineffective. At catching the terramorph style demon. Go bigger. You know what's funny? I bet you anything taking that stem would have helped a lot 15 minutes ago. Come on, Spooter. Let's get out of this place. Where's the emissary? Where's he at? Am I the first to possess them but decide not to wear them because they're really not all that? Put them on a mannequin though, I promise. Maybe we'll make Torin the Doomslayer. Or Gilligan. I know about the Unity. Before we go anywhere, don't you think we should give Spooter a real name? Let's see. I want to give you a name. Look at his little armor plates. I love it. Are you missing out because you haven't played Doom? I don't know about it. I'd say that. I mean, Doom's fun. You know, the last one, Doom Eternal, was a little too platformy for my taste. The new one was killer. I played that through in like 2 settings, like 7 hours each. But a lot of people didn't like the new one because it was too on the ground and tanky and not as in the air and platformy. So your mileage may vary. The original Dooms. I was 25 years old when the first Doom came out, I think. And it was like shareware. You got it on a disc. Your buddy handed it to you. And if you liked it, you kept it. Paid $4.99 or $3.99. So yeah, I mean, I've been playing Dooms forever, since 95 or 96. So I love the Doom story. The story makes no sense. Kind of have to put it together from bits and bobs. And they're fun. I would definitely pick up one of the other games on sale before I shelled out 70 or 80 for the brand new one. I mean, unless you just have, you know, cash to burn. In honor of Thorgan, we're gonna name this guy Spooderman. He's not it's not demonic Spooderman, but it's close enough. So he can't be Ghost because he's not a xenomorph. He can't be Jeremy because that name's not in the game yet. He can't be Arcane. So he'll be Spooderman. Well, yeah, you're right around Jeremy's age, though, Ghost. A couple years older than Jeremy, maybe? So, stands to reason you probably played them a little bit later in life, but yeah. I remember I was working for AT&T at the time, and I was up at Champa Street at the Network Operations Center. And I was working in the mailroom. I had passed all the tests to be a network engineer, but there were no openings, so I had to start in the mailroom. One of the guys in the engineering department who I had hit it off with really well since I'd been working there came down. He was like, hey, kid, you played this Doom game yet? And I was like, what are you talking about? He goes, plug this thing in. So I plugged it into the computer in my office, because back then video games played on anything. And played it over my lunch break, and I was like, this is amazing. And he's like, yeah, all you gotta do to get your own copy of it is pay $3.99 or $4.99, I forget what it was, and it would unlock it on your computer. So I took that disc home that night, unlocked it on the computer that I had at home, and off to the races I went. One of my very first PC games. Welcome back, Arcade. So mission accomplished, a little dirtier than I would have preferred, but you know. Now I'm going to take Sunless Space off because I have no... Well, it's not even on. I have no frame of reference for using that as a power in my normal playthrough, so... We have a Spuda Man. Let's check in on New Atlantis real quick, see if we can buy some more CCDs. Maybe we'll get lucky and find a Mark V. And if not, we'll just have to keep working towards grabbing as much organic material from creatures as we can. Plus, I want to see if Spooderman provokes the crowd at all. That'll be fun. Not the lodge. Mast. Yeah, and I don't think I played another PC game, honestly, after Doom. Maybe one or two, I don't remember, but until EverQuest came out in like 99. And by then I was in network operations in Conyers, Georgia, and had a baby on the way, and had a ton of free time, and none of my degenerate rock and roll friends to distract me and or keep me busy extracurricular-wise. Had a wife, you know. So, played EverQuest. But Doom was my first ever PC game. You head to bed, Raven? I don't blame you. It's kind of late for you. Thanks so much for coming by tonight. I really appreciate it. And great stream today, by the way. I really enjoyed bouncing back between you and Thorgan. What? One eye on one eye on the other, but it was great. Varun Kai for the win. Yeah, the Falkland ship is super nice. It's not as good as your own, but I didn't want to spend hours and hours shipbuilding when I was trying to set up to stream with this guy, so... Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Coming through with a Spooderman, coming through. Pardon me, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Coming through with a Spooder.
What's
Amen.
with the staring? You need something?
What's with the staring? You need something? Listen to this guy's voice. You're holding up that wall pretty well, sir. You know what they say? You can hold up a wall. You can push a broom.
I'm gonna be a big time space pirate someday.
Oh, I don't know. I did have a Commodore VIC-20, I think. Is that what they called those? The cheap one?
The Trade Authority has access to goods and services no one else does.
But all I used it for was random number generation for my D&D campaigns. Just lean over and tap a space bar and get a D20. Couple hours in the afternoon, setting that up. Was that basic? I think it was basic in the VIC-20 days. Who knows? It was a good time, though. Throwables. Mark IV. You son of a bitch. Couldn't be a Mark V. Had to be a Mark IV, huh? Let's see how you are. Let's see how you are. Take those. Yeah, basic.
The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
Alright, well, we picked up a couple Mark IVs. Not the ideal that we were searching for, but, you know.
Anything good? We're here to help.
No comment whatsoever on the demonic Spooderman, huh? I mean, I don't blame you. It didn't exactly exist when you were first put into the game. You can't chew the bars, buddy. Come on, let's go. And don't eat the people sitting on the ground. Their lives are tough enough already. Copying the code from magazines to play games. I remember magazines when they came with demo discs in the early 2000s. That was cool. She doesn't have anything, right? I don't think so. I think the only place I've ever really had any luck is Trade Authority.
Oh, please, take a look.
Yeah, nothing throwable even. Okay. I'll take your digipicks though. Thank you very little.
Appreciate the business.
Okay, so unlike a terramorph, demonic Spooderman has absolutely no effect on the crowd. That's alright. These people have seen some weird stuff. It's all good. We know we cannot take a terramorph without a Mark V. And in order to get a Mark V, we have to have 4 in security, which we do have, and a 4 in zoology, which we do not, but we are getting very, very close. As you can see, 65 out of 98 to get rank 4. So, we basically need a planet with a bunch of scary monsters that we can kill and harvest for their organs. Find components at UC? That's not distribution. Distribution is in the commercial district. Yeah, well, slugs will be away. What, you said around July 4th with the new patch? And then we'll never again have to worry about slugs as long as we play the game. Think how nice that'll be. It'll be lovely. How funny it is that Rick there has a unique voice and none of the other NPCs sound like... The way he was holding up the wall, you could almost tell like he was going to be in some way unique when I talked to him, and he broke out with that voice. That was fantastic. What are you looking at, pal? Oh, a wise guy. That'll be perfection. But hey, I'm glad I got this guy, because he's probably the coolest out of all the things other than the demonic terramorph. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? I know I was just saying that my other bug wasn't terribly adorable, but this one just is. You know, it's like some kind of Lovecraftian horror, but cuddly.
I'm afraid, due to recent legislative action, I'm no longer able to allocate ships. I can, however, deal in general goods. Welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you?
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Yes, of course. Please, take a look.
I'm trying to think, and I don't have any of them bookmarked. Why they don't? The bookmarks don't persist through logouts, huh? Oh my God, what do I need for? Help me out, Ghost. What are the things that I need for making CCDs other than the batteries? Well, the stuff for batteries too. I need beryllium, right? Beryllium was one of them. I think beryllium was one. Cesium, beryllium. Yeah, I'm just afraid that I'm going to run into a situation where my ship is going to be full, because it was already full the other day and I had to get rid of a bunch of shit. I mean, it's not a problem to buy everything. I have plenty of cash. We just got everything.
Right. Come back if you need something else.
Sure. Yeah, in order to put this character on the new mod list, I had to, of course, run him through the Unity, which stripped him of all of his gear. Because of some of the creations I run, he did get like 11 versions of the spacesuit. You know, all the different, or 10 versions of the spacesuit. But no cash, no weapons. And I did not want to stream and not have any resources or ways to buy CCDs or anything again, because I want to play Xenomaster. So I just did the old player.add item F 7 million credits. Good night, Jeremy. Sleep good, buddy. Thanks for coming by. I love it. And I'm glad we got a Xeno while you were here in the stream. We're going to get a Jeremy. You hide and watch. Come on, Spoots. So money is indeed no object. It's not just a saying in this particular playthrough, that's real. Well, it was 5 or 6 hours before I started playing tonight. I did 5 or 6 hours of running around buying spaceships.
My favorite space explorer. What's on your mind?
Going to the various trade authorities to get as many CCDs and batteries as I could. You know, that kind of stuff, so that I could be prepared when we started playing and we could go hunt Xenos. But yeah, other than that, brand new Unity. Hasn't done any of the questing. I don't have any alien eggs. Alright, I need to find a place to put... Hi, Lyria. Good lord, woman. Give me some space! Gaming table. I love it. Where is it? Xeno Weapons Lab. All right. Oh God, it's huge. Yeah, I can make a ton of regular CCDs. Rod batteries I can make. Use one. I am not going to make any more regular CCDs because I want to get the rest of the animal entrails that I need in order to unlock the ability to make the rank 5 one. So we can go get a terramorph. Guys, we gotta get a terramorph. I really, really, really want a terramorph named Ghost. I think I got Gilligan from you, Arcade. I think you were the first one that referred to... I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember back where that came from, but I just heard it and busted out laughing. And ever since then, I can't get it out of my head. You know, the flux capacitor! Sure, Gilligan. Whatever. She's adorable. But it could have been Thorgan, it could have been Ghost, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go ahead and give the credit to Arcade for now. Was it you? Okay, cool. Yeah, totally Gilligan. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh my god. That is so real. Okay, let's fly somewhere where we know we can get lots and lots of creatures. And we might as well, you know what, while we're doing that, we can grab another, oh god, I went all the way out. We can grab another, Ashta. So let's go over to Cheyenne. Because there's lots of wildlife there. I can get all the creature goo I need to level up that xenobiology or xenosociology, whichever one it was. Yeah, we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Your terramorph's called Cuddles. Oh shit. Chicken Tindy. That was my first ever pet. I gotta get another Chicken Tindy too. I don't even remember what Chicken Tindy was. Any of you guys remember what kind of Xeno Chicken Tindy was? I guess it doesn't really matter, but as long as it looks kind of like a Chicken Tindy. Would you straighten up and fly right? Yeah, you gotta have an Ashta. Because they are adorable. And widely feared, especially throughout the Freestar Collective. Which makes having one as a pet even funnier, when you think about it. Chicken Tindies was an Ashta, that's right. And I don't want one of you really right now. I got plenty of bugs, but I do want as much of this stuff as I can get. Because you never know when one of these nutrients will be one I don't have yet. Yeah, you better run, huh? Oh my god, did I run out here totally cucumbered? Ship is full. Yeah. No, it's not. Alright, so what's the problem? Am I not close enough? That's bizarre. I know I have it set for cargo distance. Oh, within an outpost or settlement. Right, right. Just go with anywhere for now. We'll pretend my companions came over. Lyria came over and picked all this stuff up from us. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Nice. Your first Astro was called Thorgan? That's great. It's a close community. Perhaps a bit incestuous. We've got Astros named Thorgan. We've got terramorphs named Ghost. Astros named Chicken Tendy. Everybody's got a Tommy except for me. Ah, much better. Much better. Let's unequip the crazy weapons. We don't want to kill the Ashta. We want to make it a pet. A little baby. It's like level 10. There has to be a place where Ashtas grow stronger than level 10. Just saying. Got an Ashta. Hell yeah. Alright. Now we just need to get as much biologic material as we can. Does it have to be unique? Where are we at? Rare organic resources, blah, blah, blah. Does not have to be unique. Okay, so it just has to be the rare stuff. Rare is in only found on rare animals, or rare is just rare drops from any animal? I think I'm gonna have to go to a much tougher planet. Find the rare materials that I need to level up that skill so we can make our tier 5s. Or Mark 5s. No, there's some. Okay, so Ashtas have them. Alright. Well, fortunately, our new Ashta's in a box right now, so he can't see me murderize his whole family. Oh, holy shit! He's 110! Oh, he died. What a drag. But they do grow them tougher out here. Okay, alright, alright. I don't have to settle for a level 10 Ashta. Although that means I might as well want to equip a slightly tougher CCD. You still with me there, Spooter? Oh, high level Ashta. Now you gotta be around here somewhere. Yeah, Spooderman's definitely going in the screenshot for the next stream, for sure, for the YouTube thumbnail. Because that's just a good-looking animal right here. Look at that. Look at that little baby. With the purpley brain and the armor and the weird electronic gizmo eyeball attachments. Like a cyberpunk Spooderman from hell. I like it. I'm so glad I downloaded the mod to allow me to tame creatures from the Doom creation. That is perfect. I saw that and I went, oh, I should get this too. And I'll take that, and that, and that. Basically, give me all of Ghost's mods. Put them in this basket for me. This little baby. If anything, I ought to be able to whip up some tasty snacks for my my Xenos. So got lots of alien hippo meat. Nice. Well, are there more mods with custom creatures? Why are you all guys so low level? Oh, wait, not Spooter. Sorry, Spooter. Oh, the Tatooine one, right. Yeah, I haven't quite made the jump to full Star Wars yet. I happen to really enjoy the basic lore of the settled systems. And I tend to keep my Star Wars separate from my Starfield, but maybe someday. You never know. I know Thorgan mixes his chocolate and peanut butter, so... Seems to do him good. I forget how terrible the gravity is here. Can you imagine how absolutely hellish it would feel to go from, like, Earth to this planet in the same lifetime and try to acclimate to this gravity? Oh no. Yeah, I was just telling these guys before you came tonight. I have the veil. I have never done it. I was going to log in and play Starfield again. It was several months after Shattered Space. Early part of this year, January or so. Or maybe December. But anyway, and so I logged in and I bought a few creations. Some of the ones that looked really good. Quest mods like the Veil and that type of thing. And then I got invited to test that other thing for Funcom. So I got a little distracted. And then, I don't know, sometime about a month ago, I went, man, I missed Starfield. Found Thorgan's stream, met you guys, started streaming Starfield again. Fun. Definitely one of my favorite games of all time. But I put like 1,200 hours into it in the first 6 months that it came out, and then just didn't even come back to play it at all again until Shattered Space. And no particular reason, just had other things I was working on, you know. I want your stuff. Give me rare. I need rare, you guys. What do you mean you're a level 5 Ashta? I only need 8 more. You wish you saw... Which guys? Thorgan and all them? I am so glad I found Thorgan. Because through Thorgan I met you, which was cool as hell, and Arcane, and Will I met, I think, through Sista, or maybe Will was already watching some of my other streams, like the Fallout ones. I don't remember. It's terrible. Mr. Thorgan Ironside. Speak of the devil, and yet he appears. Look at what I've got, Thorgan. I've got my own Spooderman now. And it's the Spooderman from the Doom creation, with the armor plating and the demon eyes. What do you think, pal? Well, see, and I only discovered Tommy through Thorgan, same way as I met you guys. The only difference was you guys kept talking about Tommy, but there was never a link to a channel. And I was like, is there a creator named Tommy? And so I looked and I couldn't find one. And then Thorgan started linking in his channels, which is no diss at all on Thorgan. But it was awesome that he did, because when he did, I clicked on it and it was Mad TH Productions. And that's Tommy. So now I watch Tommy too. He's great. Him and his wife or girlfriend or friend or sister, I have absolutely no idea. Never actually seen the introduction, so... Sitting in the garage playing Starfield, freaking awesome. The best hair in rock and roll, or at least in Starfield rock and roll. Impromptu naps are glorious, especially on your night off. I completely applaud that, sir. The only thing that you could have possibly missed was the multiple deaths I took in the Doom creation on my way out once I activated the demons. That was the mess of messes, really. Come on, Spooder, make it happen. You got this. You got this. he's just running around willy-nilly killing stuff now. There it is. There it is. Zoology is up to 4. So I got zoology up to 4, and I got security up to 4. I should be able to make, in theory, Mark 5 CCDs. Let's go! Oh, Spooter can do it. Especially Demon Robot Spooter. He's amazing. Not to take anything away from yours. I did try to catch a flying creature in your honor today, sir. But they all died way too fast for me to actually catch them. So, it's a real shame, too. CCD. Oh, okay. Am I going to have to actually read the instructions? I should do that, Ghost. I'm well aware that you put those in there for a very good reason. I have not read them. But unfortunately, the only CCD that I can see that I can make is just a regular standard old garden variety CCD. As to the best of my knowledge, there's not a Xeno Master specific talent or skill here. There's alchemy from a new creation I picked up, but I haven't worked on yet. Dueling, which I never bothered with too much. But yeah. I need to research them. Research. Certain projects require an appropriate skill in order to be researched, such as higher tier CCDs, which are labeled quick domestication devices, needing zoology and security. Okay. Xeno weaponry. Is that tab in here? Oh no, in the research bay, I bet, right? Okay, hold on a second. Durr. I'll get it. I'll figure it out. I need to get an alchemy lab. Research lab, there you go. Need to do some research. First, I need to find a spot on this damn spaceship where I can put a... There we go. Okay. Xeno weaponry. Let's see. Xeno collector. Xeno weapon mutations. Okay, so. Treats. Sudden development. Quick domestication devices. Quick domestication devices 2 now. Substrate molecule sieve. Well, I really wish I would have got the sudden development on that one. Substrate molecule sieve. So an item of some kind. Okay, so I need to find some substrate molecule sieve, which I'm not sure that I've seen anywhere yet. But I'm sure it'll come along shortly, one way or the other, right? Oh, we're so close to getting a terramorph, I can almost taste it. Should run over here and check and see if they've got a 5. Yeah, I love that ship, and it's completely off the assembly line floor, obviously, the Falkland systems. But I am going to have to. I hope I can do it this week. The guild in Dune is agitating for a choosing of the factions. If I can put that off for another week, I would be very happy. And that would leave me a little time to do some other things. But yes, I would definitely like to build a custom ship so that we can do this stream thing right on Saturday and Sundays. Do I have business with the Trade Authority? Are you kidding? I'm rock action. I'm all about the business. See what you have.
Huh. Down business then.
That's right. Thought we just established that. Take that just cuz. Alright, I will take miscellaneous items. I'll take your Digipix. Skin color morpher. Whatever. Store to my ship. Resources. Take those, of course. I do, which is, I think, why he has CCDs for me. Is that not correct? Icebreaker, I want to try that one out. Apparently you have to go through the whole rAIdio quest, and then you get a special tool that allows you to hack easier. I know Xeno's got a way around not having to look at the animation, but I found out about that after I purchased this, because it looked like fun. Where's my Xenos? There they are. DLC support, that's for Shattered Space. Trade Authority, Mysterious Captain, Tameable Creatures Patch, and Heat Leech Infestations, which isn't technically a Xenomorph thing, but about 50. No, I brought it up so I could double check it, because I was pretty sure I got everything, but I wasn't 100%. When you mentioned it, I was like, well, I think so. But I have traveled around to the various trade authorities several times this week in preparation for this stream, and I picked up CCD3s. I even found a CCD4 today on stream when we went back to New Atlantis. But so far we have not found a 5, and I really need a stack of 5s to go after terramorphs, it looks like. And I love my Spooderman, but I really want a terramorph. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Got nothing against at all. The idea of, like, the way Thorgan was doing it today in his... He was playing Fallout today, but the last time he played with your mod that gets rid of the animation, also great. But since I already have this, I figured I'm going to go through the rAIdio line storyline again anyway. Might as well check it out and see what it's like. But you go around, you collect magazines from various places, kind of like in Fallout. They help out with it, I think, so. Yeah, I haven't seen, I don't believe, enemies dropping Xenogear, but I would love to see it. For sure. Yeah, I have almost everything on creations on this particular set of saves. It was just easier for me to set up because I got tired of dicking with Vortex. But I did put Vortex on here so I can get Starfield script extender, and also so I could put that one on that Thorgan recommended to stop with the jitteriness and the screen freezing type stuff that occasionally happened. It wasn't as bad for me as, like, it was for some people, but... It does have that Millennium Falcon kind of profile to it when it's taken off. Scanner anomaly? Why not? Do this to wrap up the stream for tonight. Check out a scanner anomaly. Well, look, there it is, right over there. About 7 o'clock from my cockpit. I guess I don't have to get out and look around too hard. I think Tommy pointed that out the other day in his stream. He's like, just look out the window when you're landing. That's not it. Some floating shit, but that's not it. Okay. That's it. Get out of the car! What are you doing? I can't fight when I'm stuck in the car. Oh, my scanner was on. Alright. Why are there such things as level 6 terramorphs? Spooder, you alright, buddy? That bad terramorph try to bite you. Get off my Spooderman, you son of a bitch. Are there two anomalies on the same planet? Or is that pointing back towards my vehicle? What is going on? I think that's... Okay. I think that's pointing back towards my vehicle because the quest I currently have chosen is... Nope, it's power from beyond. Follow the directions on the scanner. Acquire the power. Are there 2 temples? That's my ship. Okay. So confusing, man. I don't like it. Yeah, but this was fun. You guys, I love Xenomaster because I can just freeform play, which is really weird for me because I'm kind of used to, like, rapid-fire storytelling based on knowing the games really well and being able to kind of role-play against the game. Which I think you've probably seen before with, like, Sarah and the whole bit, you know, a couple weeks ago. Fallout 4 especially. But Xenomaster kind of forces me into this position where I'm not really able to do that. So it's kind of a fun little challenge. Plus, you know, the whole pet finding and taming and naming and stuff. It's a brand new loop for me, so... Thanks for keeping it fresh. Especially you, Ghost, but Thorgan for introducing me into this, and Arcane for being all hip to it, answering questions for me about it. Will, the whole gang, you know, all good. And now we got Raven Swift, and she's doing it. Yeah, well, it's going to take me a month or two to just remember where things are. Because so much of my playtime took place the first 6 months of the game, outside of Shattered Space. You know what? Let's go into third person for a minute so we can get this done. Damn temples. Likewise, Arcane. You're a blast, man. All you guys are great. Now we gotta spread the word of the Xenomaster beyond our borders, which is just the fun part, so. Are you serious? That was your ass, I guess. Oh, Spooter. Big old battle Starman tried to hit us. Hell knows what I say. Like, legit, that looks like another temple over there, doesn't it? Right there? Doesn't that look like another temple? Oh my god, that's crazy. Why would there be 2 temples on the same world? Get away from my car. kind of you to say. I felt exactly the same way about you today watching Fallout 4, though. So, you know, we're in the mutual admiration club, I guess. But I don't give a shit. It's all good. I'm here to chill and be positive because the world is crazy and scary and fucked up enough without old Derek adding to it. You know what I mean? So all I want to do is just play the games I love with all my friends, talk about them, make mods for them. New radio station thing. Ron has got like 25 ideas. Oh my God, Thorgan. He sends me 5 songs today, and his pitch to me, you're gonna die. His pitch was, I'm doing an addition, an add-on, a separate mod, but it'll be kind of a companion thing with another radio station. But this one is going to be a post-war radio station, and my eyes and my head rolled back, and I was like, oh God, dude, I don't know, Ron, I don't know. He's like, what do you mean you don't know? And I'm like, look, New California Republic, I forget what the name of the mod was, Project California, Project Arroyo, great mod, great fun, New Vegas mod, and cool story, and it was fun. But he had a mod in there that was a post-war radio station, and they were supposed to be a death metal station. And I don't want to talk shit on like people. I'm not about that, you know. It's not my thing. But it wasn't death, and it wasn't metal, and it was just bad. And I've run into a couple of other little mods here and there in the Fallout scene where they tried to do some post-war music, and it really wasn't great. It didn't invoke the same feelings that we love from Fallout music, right? And I was like, I don't know, Ron, I don't know. And so he sends me 5 songs, and I listened to the first one. I'm like, oh, this is badass. And I could totally see it. Like, these are a group of ex-raiders who hit caravans and did all that kind of tough guy, chain-smoking Marlboros kind of shit. But they didn't kill people if they didn't have to. You know, if people didn't fight back, they just took their stuff. They had a change of heart when they ran into some slavers, and they had some children or something. Who knows what it was, but they got pissed off. And so now they're ex-raiders, but they're also musicians. So, like the source book for the tabletop Fallout, they're artists, they're musicians. And their music is very reminiscent of Fallout music. A little bit more guitar-driven. A little bit more, I don't know, trying to think of a way to describe it. It's that storyteller country, but kind of a fast pace, so it's almost like psychobilly in a way. Rockabilly, storyteller country. Now you have 6 bands. There he is. Speak of the name. Speak of the devil when he appears. Anyway, I'm not giving anything away too much, Ron, but I wanted to tell Thorgan I was dubious about your notion that there could be a post-war radio station that we could also listen to, and that it would be worthy, because Fallout music is such a vibe, right? Sure enough, I listened to these songs, and I'm like, okay, I can see it. This is good. And the lyrics were on point, you know. So we may have a new radio station mod from Ron before we actually have DJs or anything else, but we'll cross those bridges when we get to them. Oh my God, Fallout 4 is such a mood. I've added 2 days to my schedule now, so I'm going to actually play Fallout 4 on Wednesdays and Fridays. You know, late night stuff, so. I've caught one arcade stream at Gearsmith Gaming, and I try to keep my eye on his Discord to see if he's going live or whatever. He's followed and subscribed, and you know, notifications turned on, but I've only caught one, so I'm not sure how often. Since he's here in the chat, maybe he can tell us. I don't think he has a set schedule, but Spooter. The current mod's getting 30 new songs. All right, buddy. I love it. What are you doing jingles for? What are the new jingles for? Now we just need to bring your happy ass back over to Starfield again, because Ron was an early adopter of Starfield, just like I was, and he bounced off a bit sooner than I did. Get you back over here, and you can make like plug-inable 8-track tapes that we could pop in like Guardians of the Galaxy style and play Starfield music. Usually later at night, like past midnight Mountain Time. Balance and cram. I love it. Here at Fallon's, we are putting the value back in exclusivity. His little animations are adorable. Yeah, well, you've kind of seen it done right, in my opinion, once in a Bethesda game, and that was in the new, DLC for Fallout 4. Or Nuka World, because the radio DJ picking up his crappy acoustic guitar and pounding out songs about raiders, and like they fell in love and they had to fight to the death in order to win the woman he loved and all that stuff. That was a vibe. It was cool. But in mods, they generally want to go like a heavy metal style, and it just clashes with everything Fallout. And I love metal. I fucking love punk rock. I love glam rock. I love all that stuff. I love jazz. But Fallout's Fallout, and so in order to get that right, you need a special kind of warped fucking genius. And trust me, I've been on a road trip for 5 days with Ronaldo Moon to go down to Nevada to go to Good Springs for the Fallout fan celebration a couple of years ago, and I know he's the right kind of warped genius for this job. But when he first told me he was planning some kind of post-war radio thing, I just kind of went, oh god, oh, this could be bad. Because generally speaking, people just don't understand what Fallout is. And so they're like, I'm going to make up, a radio station, but it's going to have like all my favorite industrial metal songs. And it's like, really? In Fallout? But yeah, fellas, we've been going for 3 hours. Starting to up my streams a little bit, but like Dorgan said in his today, you're always welcome to come and go and do your things, work on your stuff in the background. But I love that you're here. I love that we can have chat while we're doing it. I'm enjoying the hell out of Xenomaster. It's pretty much completely distracted me from Watchtower. But yeah, we should be able to get on with it soon. I want to get my terramorph. I got my Ashta, so I got chicken tendies back. We'll have to name them off stream here. But I want to get my terramorph. And then, of course, I got to get a Thorgan. I got to get a Jeremy when the time comes. After the 4th or 5th July, hopefully. Thorgan's actually already in there, so I got to get a Thorgan. But, yeah, it'll be fun. I had a great time tonight. I love that you guys were all here. Everybody who came through tonight. You're all amazing. All the lurkers. I'm going to leave you with the same message that I always do. And that message always adds up to the sum of stay creative, stay excited and passionate about the things you love. Try to pay as little attention as possible to things you don't love so much, because why waste time on that? There's so many great things out there that you do love. Focus on that. Stay curious and try to love one another as much as you possibly can. I know it's not always easy. I know sometimes it sucks. But really, it's the only way to be sure. And by sure, I mean, it's the only way to get through this thing called life and make something out of it worth smiling over. So catch a smile out there, my friends. And have a wonderful evening. I'll see you in the funny pages, or Discord, as we call it. Good night.